I would definitely recommend someone joining the apprenticeship program at Mtoto News.
My professional growth is all Mtoto News generally, because I joined Mtoto News when I was still in high school. I mean, in high school I was the chairperson of the journalism club. Okay, so obviously I had interest in media, I had interest in storytelling, in controlling and telling the narrative. But it's not until I joined Mtoto News that I realized, you know what, there's a big world out there. There's a lot that a young person, a young voice like mine can actually do, can change, can influence, can set up, you know. And so my professional life, everything I've done, from Parkleo, the Africa Children's Summit, Wish, the AUCPP, basically everything I've contributed to has been because of my work in Mtoto News. It's not that often that you see people finishing school and getting to do what they love before they go to university and now, you know, get to learn. Yeah. So I can say that I was passionate about media. At first, I was really passionate about writing. I don't know where that went, but I used to write a lot. And then there's just something about videography that I don't know how to explain it, but there's just something about it, yeah? So, and then podcasting as well. Podcasting really helped me a lot. Not really helped me, but really helped me improve on myself. Because, as I said, I used to be like a really introverted person. Being introverted means you're not talking to people. That means you don't have the words. You have the words to express yourself, but the words are in your mind, but when you open your mouth, they don't come out, yeah? So, I can say it has really helped me to improve on that part of myself, like to be able to express myself eloquently, I can say. Yeah, and also without being afraid of people. There's also something about stage fright when you stand in front of people and all of a sudden you feel like Michael Jackson because your legs they can't stay straight. You are shaking all over, yeah? It has also helped me like improve on like my confidence in front of people. I never thought that I could stand in front of like a multitude of people and talk to them, and them being able to understand me quite okay, and then also like humor and then the charisma that I've built up as well. I can't say I have charisma, but I'm working on it. There's also my communication skills. They were really poor, you know, and now I'm able to communicate to different people in different ways and to like get my point through. Yeah, there's also, as I said, okay, let's take that. As I said, it added to my professional career. I never thought that I'd be an MC. I never even wanted to be an MC in the first place. But right now, I feel like that's also something that I can do, progressing. So yeah, I can say that it has added on that part as well.
Mtoto News has really impacted me personally in a very, very big way, because I got to understand even things like life skills by being at Mtoto News ever since I was a child, transitioning into the apprenticeship program when I turned 18. And so you find that it's a really amazing journey, because I got to talk to people who got to make me understand how to talk to crowds, how to basically be confident in front of people, how to even pitch. So these are some of the personal skills that I gained at Mtoto News. Professionally, Mtoto News has really benefited me as well, because as I said, I transitioned from being a child all the way to being to joining the apprenticeship program, right? So I've basically worked in Mtoto News almost all my life, right? And they've definitely helped me. The people who are at Mtoto News have given me a lot of support. They've really supported me in terms of growing my skills and even owning my talent and helping me basically build my professional journey. I would really give it back to everyone at Mtoto News who has helped me grow that journey, because they're the ones who are behind my success.
The first skill I've developed in Mtoto News is dad jokes, you know. Just the ability to turn everything into a comedic moment or into a comic moment. That's been my best skill so far. But I've picked up skills in advocacy, in child-led advocacy, which is something I'm actually specializing in right now. In research, in storytelling for real change, for meaningful change, in teaching, training, and mentoring. In creating, generally, just creating stories, you know. I'm not even talking about just,
the creating stories that people talk about. I'm talking about actually taking a camera, sitting down, writing, creating a concept, coming up with a podcast, creating an organization, an event, a moment, a way to influence change of some sort. And critical thinking. I like to think that in my time at Mtoto News, I've picked up a way to analyze things, to think of solutions rather than just settling and nagging and saying, you know what, this hasn't happened, so let me complain about it. I've learned to sit down, gather people who are like-minded and actually come up with solutions. And I've learned to have fun, a lot of fun when I'm working.
I've really built a lot of skills, mostly because there's some of the small skills that I built, like public speaking skills, gaining confidence, being able to communicate well, communication skills. These are some of the things that I was actually taught at Mtoto News ever since I was a child transitioning, right? And also I've gained a lot of professional skills as well in terms of like even pitching to people, pitching to clients, managing events and all that. Basically Mtoto News has impacted me with a lot of skills to be able to ensure that in my journey and in my career journey, in my personal journey, I'm able to be myself, I'm able to be my one man, I'm able to basically communicate well, I'm able to get what I want, and at the same time keeping my professional journey the way exactly I want it to be.
Through the podcast that we have, I like to think about podcasting as a way of expressing yourself. It's more of like, actually during the trainings or during like the small sessions that we have with the kids, I tell them podcasting is not really something complex. It's more of like, if we had a microphone here and it was recorded, obviously edited, and then it was posted, and that would be a podcast, so it's like that normal conversation that you usually have, probably in class when the teacher's not there, that conversation that you have. Now imagine that conversation recorded and posted, obviously with your consent. That's a podcast, and that's a way of expressing yourself, right? And how do you make children visible? A way of making children visible is by allowing them to express themselves, right? So through podcasts, they're able to express themselves freely, and I like being a part of it. I like being, I know we are almost in the same age gap. I also like the respect which is there, which is really cool. But like, I like the fact that they're able to express themselves really freely, without feeling that, I have to talk about mental health because Eric wants me to talk about mental health. That's why during the podcast training is ideation. Like you come up with your own idea and whatever you want to talk about, and just you are taught on the structure of how to express it, but how you express it is entirely on you. And what I like about Mtoto News is it has given the kids opportunity to be able to express themselves in a way that they feel comfortable, So like if I want to express myself the way I want to express myself, I don't have to feel limited with how I want to, unless I'm being explicit, which is not, a good thing, but none of the kids are. Their trainer and their mentor, it has really helped me.
Amplifying children's rights in Kenya and across Africa and even the world. Ever since I was a child at Mtoto News, you find that I was creating content as the presenter maybe, or just creating digital content from Mtoto News that went on our YouTube channel. And all of these things that we created were basically...
Guys, let's go for tea. Don't sit down. Tunachukunywa chai turudi.
I was still a child then. We were really trying our best to ensure that people actually understand what this is. So those are some of
everyone is expected back at 10:30. So
ensuring that
Sanina nusu kila mtu anafaa rudi. So please go have breakfast and come back.
I do produce a show at Mtoto News called the News Insights Show. And under this show, it's a teens magazine show that highlights the key happenings of the week in Kenya and across Africa. So you find that under this show, we have segments like Stay Curious, where we get to answer some of the questions, some of the pressing questions that children around the world are asking. So right now we are doing the AI edition, and some of the questions children ask are, will AI take over the world? Will AI become the next thing? Will AI make people lose their jobs? So we just want to explain to kids how AI is going to work in the future and all that. So you find that through these sections and through this show, I'm able to advocate for children's rights, and at the same time, I am able to ensure that people understand what children's rights are and how important they are.
My name is Brian King. I am 19 years old. I am Kenyan, and I am an alumni of Southeast A April class of 2021.
Hi, my name is Eric Namai. I am a boy of 20 years old. I love storytelling through written and also videography as well. Like it's my passion. This road has been set for me to just go towards the media way. Yeah.
My name is Omar Ahmed. I am a Southeast A2 alumnus, and currently I work at Mtoto News serving as a digital media producer, creating child-friendly content.
My experiences in Mtoto News has been nothing short of astonishing. It's been great. It's been life-changing, overwhelming, genuinely. Yeah. All the adjectives, all the great adjectives. It's been everything for me. In fact, I like to say that there's a Brian before Mtoto News and a Brian after Mtoto News, and that is the one you see.
I went through the 2022 Southeast A2 training. Fun experience, fun teachers. I guess that's where my interest grew more in media, because I was this little shy boy, never spoke to anybody. Of course, yes, I'm passionate about media, I'm passionate about talking, I'm passionate about writing. You see, yeah.
Itakuwa sawa tukishika mbili.
So anaanza Munir Sakar.
Usiangalie chini, kamera unaweza niangalia. Usiangalie chini. Uko comfortable na English na Kiswahili?
Mix.
Sawa.
My name is Munir Sakar, and I'm 13 years old, and I learn. I'm in a school known as Ayani Primary School, Ayani Junior. Understand? Huh? Yes.
It's not live.
You've done better, right? So do this, huh? Remember, you just say what you always say. That's all. You know these things, you've done them before, you've done them in the community. Relax and just say what you do. That's all. Yes. Imagine, you what 3 to 4 minutes. This ile ingine tulipiga 10 minutes. Na ukawai, kama? Yeah. Tunapiga 3 to 4 minutes only, right? Sawa.
Sawa.
Good? Sawa. Breathe in. Breathe out.
My name is Munir Sakar. I'm 13 years old. And
Ongea tu language uko comfortable nayo. Na usitense.
sawa. Naitwa Munir, niko 11 years old.
Majina mawili.
Naitwa Munir Sakar na niko 13 years old, and nasoma Ayani Primary School in Kibra.
Munir, leo tuko hapa kwa hii Africa Children's Summit ambao ni ya watoto ambao wamejitolea ili wadili na mambo ya climate change. Wewe kama Munir, mtoto ambaye anasoma Ayani, right? Na uko Kibra, maneno ya climate change imeaffect aje watoto haswa kwa maneno ya masomo?
Imeaffect watoto kama hiyo floods. Imeaffect watu, imebomoa nyumba watu.
So asema tu jina, ukishasema jina alafu anza kusema climate change vile ina affect masomo ya watoto, Kibra na solution yenye nataka maybe serikali ifanye ndio flow vizuri.
My name is Munir Sakar. My name is Munir Sakar. Nimefunga. Nianze. Shasema jina ni
Uingia tu vile climate change ime affect masomo ya watoto kwa Kibra na solution. Siko sawa sasa. Relax.
na climate change imeaffect watu in Kibra area. Imeingia kwa nyumba za watu, imebomoa nyumba za watu, and na hiyo ni floods, ndio. So the solution to that ni serikali inafaa ihamishe hao watu. So that was my solution.
Na sasa kama mmoja wapo wa watoto ambao wanasoma Kibra, hii maneno ya climate change haswa floods ambayo ina affect watu. Maybe unaweza tupia example, ina affect watu kwa njia gani na inafanya watoto wasiendelee na masomo kwa njia gani?
Inafanya watoto wasiendelee na masomo juu wengine hatakuwa na uniform, vitabu, yani hizo school requirements. Yeah, zitakuwa zimeoshwa na maji. Yes.
Na wewe kama Munira ambayo ni mtoto ambaye amejitolea ili ufunze watoto wengine maneno ya climate change, unawafunza kwa njia gani ili watoto pia wajue kuelewa maneno ya climate change?
Nawafunza kwa njia ya yani vile wataelewa. So nawakusanya mahali at home then tunaanza kuwafunza.
Mafunzo kama gani hasa ambayo unawafunza?
Nawafunzanga mostly child rights, online child sexual exploitation na hiyo climate change. Yes.
Kwa climate change sasa unawafunza ili wafanye nini ndio to deal na hii climate change? Ili mvua ikinyesha, maybe tusione floods in future, so watoto wanaweza fanya nini hao wenyewe?
So nawafunzanga nawafunzanga kwanza tuna discuss impacts. Tukisha discuss impacts na nawaambia impact moja, wananipea solution. So si mimi peke yangu na nawafunza, tunafunzana. Yes.
Sasa hapo kama kwa impact, kama kuna yenye ndio unaweza kumbuka yenye watoto wamekuambia na solution yenye mnataka?
Enye waliniambia ni waterborne disease na waliniambia they need to drain the stagnant water to avoid malaria, cholera and other waterborne diseases.
Na maswali mengi iko sawa. At least umeongea about diseases hizo maneno za floods will affect education.
I'll just mix. Okay. My name is Lindsay Ayako and My name is Lindsay Ayako. I'm 13 years old and I school at Olympic Junior School. And I'm going to talk about child participation in education. And so I'm an advocate in community, and even apart from that, I'm a participant in this summit. So here I came to learn more things so that I can go to my community, and my role is I learn more things here in this summit, and I go and tell other kids in Kibra, because many of the children are suffering, because if you want a child to participate, you must build a child's confidence. So many children in Kibera don't know how to participate because of their confidence. I can use an example in school. Maybe there is an activity. If in that activity, the teacher, mwalimu anakuambia, So you love that activity, like you want to participate in that activity, but you can't. Kwa sababu tisha anakuambia, maybe if you have, kama uko na deni shule ama hujalipa kitu, mwalimu anakuambia you'll not go in that activity because uko na deni shule. So unaona hivyo inarudisha low self esteem ya mtu chini, kwa sababu at that time mwalimu amekuambia hivyo, so unaona mimi sifai because niko na deni shule, how can I participate in this activity kwa sababu teacher amesema. Yeah.
Sasa leo Sasa leo hapa ni nini umetoka nayo haswa, nikitoka hapo tenda kufunza watoto ambao wako kwa shule ambao unasoma ama katika maeneo ya kile?
Yeah, I've learned, even me, I don't have that much confidence. Even if I have confidence, I don't have that much confidence. The way I've interacted with some people, and that has built my confidence. So I've learned more things here, like building a child's confidence by not lowering a child's self-esteem. So when I'm going to Kibra today, I'm going to tell them how to build their confidence, and they should not let someone reduce their confidence because of some things. You see, when someone when I tell you, I'm going to do this, and then you come to me and you talk a negative thing, so that thing is going to lower my self-esteem. So I'm going to tell them to not hear some people's, because all people are not the same. When I say something, you're going to tell me a negative thing, and the other person is going to tell me a positive thing. So I'm going to tell them not to hear some people's negative things and to focus in what they want to do.
We're finishing. What can children do to help keep the environment clean? Because we know that if the environment is not clean, it can lead to matters of climate change that also affect children in different areas in Kenya.
Wasitupe takataka kila mahali, and wasichafue hizo water bodies, kwa sababu like in our school, but as my opinion, I saw children littering rubbish around, but when I started writing posters and sticking, it has helped them know how to take care of the environment, and they should be responsible. If you have bought a biscuit in the canteen, you know you're supposed to, when you finish eating, you're supposed to put the rubbish in the dustbin. So the posters have helped them. Yes.
Thank you. Salman. You did well, Lindsay.
Thank you.
Haya, Salman. Sasa hapa kwa Salman tunafanya juu ni able differently. Their future, and what you want the government to do or other stakeholders to do.
We are resonating around climate change.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm the children's president. So,
that has to come out clear when you do it.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
You will start with your name,
Yeah.
introduce yourself, and then the position you're holding, and then you tell us, since we know the summit is about climate change, how climate change is affecting children, floods, it's floods and other things.
Okay. If I may, oh, okay. If I may, could I like do on education?
Fine, yeah. Okay, and you face the camera, but you look at her.
Okay.
Education, you have to talk about.
Oh, like in regards to, the summit is on seen, heard, and engaged in education. So we've been basically discussing on how education has been like reflecting the challenges, pressing issues, and then we've been exploring ways and all as Kenya, because what we're doing here, it's going to be escalated, all our grievances and all the solutions we have as the Kenyan delegation. There's a team of children which will go to South Africa on April to represent.
Okay, so.
Okay, should I look at the camera or you? Or am I okay? Okay. My name is Samuel Smith, a student at Lenana School. My name is Samuel Smith, a student at Lenana School. I am currently serving as the Children's President under the Kenya Children's Assembly. I've held this position for 2 years right now, and it's indeed a great pleasure and honor to serve and represent the children of Kenya, being their leader, their voice, and basically standing up for their rights and their well-being. So since yesterday, children all over the country have converged here for the African Children's Summit, the Kenya Pre-Summit. So we saw it's very important so that we children of Kenya, since we have our unique and own challenges different from other African countries, we discuss before we go on to the main summit at South Africa in April. So that's why we converged here to raise our grievances in regards to primarily education, since the theme is based on seen, heard, and engaged in education. So as children, we have raised our concerns, like in terms of education, looking at how we're being hindered, pressing issues, and everything that just reflecting what's been happening in the nation and how we children are really bearing the brunt of everything, including climate change. So we've also explored ways on how we can, the solution. And as we are concluding today, we're going to have a statement as the Kenyan delegation, and the children of Kenya will be indirectly represented with the children who converged here. We're going to hold an election today evening, and then the team that will be from here will flag off to South Africa and represent the children of Kenya, and from there it's where it will be picked as the voice of Africa. And let me tell you what's very unique and in this forum. It's not like any other forum that I've been representing children in my term of office, because we're usually called here. They call us, bring us together, they feed us, they listen to us, they nod, and they take pictures. Then they reduce everything that we said, our grievances, what we are facing and everything, to paperwork. And they stack them up in their offices. And the only time they dust it up is when they need to submit them to maybe the UN or AU to show that, you see, stuff like those. So it's basically sometimes child participation in Kenya. It's not really meaningful for us children. Speaking on behalf of children, it's not really meaningful. There's been this deceitful system of child participation, whereby we're just there for the formality. But this is what makes SES special. It doesn't end here. As children of Kenya, the way we've converged here, this section, it will end here. It will escalate to the Continental Forum, where it will be picked up by the AU, and the world will listen, whereby it will be acted upon, you see. And we're going to be engaged and involved in every step of the implementation of recommendation.
Just a quick one. What are some of the grievances that you have, mainly that you face, and the solutions that you want? Like, what are some of the challenges you as children in Kenya are facing in matters education, and what you want to be addressed? And also, you would also like them to be addressed at the summit that will be held in South Africa in April.
One, okay, what we as the children of Kenya are facing in terms of in access to education, in access to quality education. You find that we are not equal at par, where some people are able to access education while other children from remote areas and marginalized cannot. So that's a big issue. And another one, it's when it comes to, I didn't want to bring this, but the quality of living. Like, a lot has been happening in our country, and it has been, we the children have been the one bearing the brunt of everything, because it's us who will be the tomorrow, yeah.
You say a lot, like which a lot?
Okay, starting from the cost of living, you see, that has affected our education. It has deprived us of our rights in one way or another, because so many of us come from a common Mwananchi family, whereby we cannot really get access to all of that rights. And in terms of education, for example, like high schoolers, or you find that we cannot access education because of the school fees. So I would really love, on behalf of the children of Kenya, and what we've discussed here, would love to urge our government to kindly please work on how we can have a strict free compulsory education for all the children of Kenya, all the way from primary to high school, the level on university. Free, free. The legislature should sit down and work on a policy of free education like Uganda, the way they have. You see, that way, all the money they're channeling for, all the money for scholarships and everything, and even the banks that we have, Equity, KBC, you see, instead of investing in school fees, when the government picks that role and responsibility, you see, it will even mitigate a lot of child protection issues, such as early marriages, FGM, because we children will be directly going to school, and it will be a must. That way, the money that they're using right now for scholarships and everything, they can channel it to school feeding programs. They can channel it to dignity kits for us kids. That is in investing in sanitary towels for the girls. You see, there's a lot that can be done. What we feel like in education, the first step we should take, our government should sit down and work on a framework, making a law on a free compulsory education. That's the first step. It will clearly mitigate all the pressing issues that we have in child protection. And all the children of Kenya will now get access to education. That's the first step. Then all this money, now they can use it for other things. They channel it, you see. Maybe it's on chipping on the school running things and all.
Matters climate change, how can children help in mitigating climate change, and how does climate change affect the daily life of a child in Kenya? Just quickly, when you come to an end.
Yeah. As I mentioned initially, we, the children of Kenya, are the ones who bear the brunt of everything that's happening, you see. In regards to climate change, it is us who suffer. Let's use an example of the floods that happened last year, around June there. The children in Nairobi are the ones who couldn't access education. They're the ones who slept out there in the cold. They didn't have anything to eat and all. And when it comes to drought, it's we who face malnutrition and everything. Because you can't compare us children with you guys adults. You're more grown, you see. So how we children can help in it, we need to be involved. We need you guys to give us a seat on the table while you're doing all this. Because we have a unique perspective, unique needs, you see, while you guys are trying to mitigate climate change. Give us a seat on the table. Even as you make some laws in the parliament, bring a child. We're not talking of consulting, engaging the child in each the process of it, you see, because we children, we have very innovative ideas, you see, which will be generated to solutions, you see. And that way, we will feel appreciated. We won't feel like our voice don't really matter and all. That's why I mentioned at first, our child participation of late hasn't really been meaningful as it's supposed to be stipulated in the UNCRC and the Children's Act.
Thank you. That was good. Thank you. Tufanye hizo zingine nje. You will be seen when you are seated. Eh?
Can you come here? This group. See me teaching the group. Just, please, I just want to be seen. One day was trying.
The time of presentation.
I miss interview me.
Unaonia?
Hi. Unanai. Sawa. Unanifichia hiyo.
I don't think so.
Hi everyone! Hi everyone! Hi everyone! Hi everyone! Is everybody inside the room? Are we sure? In? Is your neighbor sitting beside you? Jirani wako ako hapo? Nani jirani wake ako hapa? Whose neighbor is not in? Raise your hand. Where'd you leave your neighbors? Yeah. Hi everyone. Guys. Niajeni. Tumekula, have you eaten? And everyone full. Wasi wawili peke yake ndio wamekula. Sote tumekula. Have you all eaten, guys? Have we all eaten? So there's no one here who's eaten? I'm not hearing your voices. You've eaten? Who hasn't? Nani hajakula? Tuna tumpeleke ende akule sahi. Nani hajakula? Who hasn't eaten? You come for me after this session. So we'll get food
Immediately.
Immediately after this session. Right guys, so how was breakfast? It was good, yeah? So we're jumping into the next session, but before that, I want to invite forward Eliana and Barak to break the ice for us. So no, after this whole eating, chapa story, we need something to bring us back into what we're doing. So no, so Eliana and Barak.
Good morning. Morning. Are you okay? Have you eaten? Have you eaten?
You don't sound like you've eaten.
Wow. Now that's the energy of someone who has eaten. So right now, okay, so please let us stand, all of us. Let us stand.
Yeah, stand up.
I know, Shalom, you don't like to stand, but you have to. You have to. Just stand, Caleb, please. I beg, stand.
Matthew, stand up.
Anybody who is not standing, please stand up. I'm requesting you, with all due respect, just stand up. So, we're going to break the ice for you today. So, Eliana, you're the one who knows the icebreaker that much.
Okay. We'll be playing a game. Yeah? So, you'll be doing what I say, not what I do. For example, I tell you to touch your head, but I touch my knees. So, you don't copy what I do, you do what I say. Do you understand?
Let us do a trisex, guys.
Okay.
Okay, so do what she says, but not what she does. So be very keen listening of what she says.
I'd like all of you to touch your neighbor. Okay.
So let me tell you this. Touch your head. This is ma. Say ma. Touch your head and say ma. Mato. Mato.
Mato.
Mato, mato. Mato, mato. So when I tell you to catch ma, where's ma? Ma, mato, mato, mato. So let us do a trisex. Mato. Mato. Miss Jennifer. Mato. Yeah. Mato, mato. You see? So now we are going to start it officially. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Ma.
Mato, mato. Ma. Ma. Mato, mato. Ma. Mato, mato. You need to get the concept. So I'm going to do it now. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Ma. Let's do it again. Again, again and again, 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 Mato. I say do what I say, don't do what I do. Again, let's go. Be fast, be fast, be fast, be fast, be fast. Mato. You see? Concentration also. Let's go again, 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 and again. Mato, mato. If you touch your head, sit down. Now let us start now. Shalom, stand up first. Oh, guys, let us go, mato, mato. Shalom, sit down. I know you didn't intentionally know that, sir. You didn't intentionally. Yes, Shalom, I know what you do. Let's go, guys. Let's go. When you see your neighbor, just point him or her out. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Guys, Mato. Sit down, Caleb. Sit down, Jen. Sit down, the two girls. Yeah, thank you. So, how was that? How was that? Was it nice? Yes. Was it fun? Yes. Was it fun? Yes. Oh, thank you. So, let us be ready to cooperate. So you can sit down. Thank you.
You're welcome. Me, I'm not hearing round of applause, guys. Come on, to a clap here, to a clap here, to a clap here. Right, so we're about to jump into our next session. But just before we do that, we're going to have a video being played for us, and I expect everyone to listen and watch very closely. Nitauliza maswali after. So that's fine. Sorry guys, it's not a video, but we're going to have a presentation, right, from an organization called Color, right? So you guys have seen these, oh wow. Simone Zima, like these sort of banners which have been put on the corners of the stage. Did you guys take time kuzisoma? Mulisoma kweli? Oh gosh, color, what's color about? Color ni kuhusu nini? Ofai kuangalia sahi? No, not looking right now. What's color about?
Inasema nini?
What's color about? Not color. What's color about? Color inahusu nini? Nah, mnasoma. No, no reading, guys. No, I'm sorry, no. Anyone, mtoto anataka kujaribu? Before we invite them up here to give us their presentation? No. Anyone, mtu yote hataki kujaribu, guys. Hamko mnasoma hizi vitu. Mko mnadhani ni props. They're just there for show.
Hello, my name is Naima. I think it's talk about technology.
Technology, Any other ideas? Any... I've seen your eyes. What's color about?
It deals with maybe innovation, something with technology.
Innovations and something to do with technology. Marianne, what do you think about color? What do you think about color? What do you think about color?
I think they have a lot in store for us.
A lot in store for us, wow. That's a great way to save yourself. Anyway, let's invite the guys from color to tell us everything that they have for us. Indio, how are we going to invite them to the stage? How are we going to invite them to their presentation? No, guys, no, that's a true. In fact, no, scratch that.
We need this at
that's
10.
a 1.
We need this at a
we
10.
need it at a 50. Remember, guys, I need it at a 50. Come on, let's invite them to the stage. Ask more like it.
Watoto wa Afrika, moyo moja, sauti moja, kwa matumaini makubwa. Tunahimiza, tunajifunza, kila mmoja anajua kesho yetu njema itaanza na wewe na mimi. Watoto wa Afrika, tuangaza mwangaza, pamoja tunasimama, hakuna kurudi nyuma. Sote tupo hapa na ndoto zetu ziko. Wimbo wa uhuru, wimbo wa maisha yetu. Tuna ndoto kubwa, kila mtoto anajitahidi. Kila hatua tunayochukua inatupeleka mbio. Elimu ni muhimu.
Amazing. How are you people? My name is Barbara Osiro from Kala. I'm here with my colleague.
Hi, you guys. My name is Fred Mucha, and I also come from Kala.
So when we were younger, we used to have theme songs. When you come to African Children's Summit like today, there used to be a theme song. So that was our special gift to you. And we have another version. Do you have version 2? Omar? Yes. Okay, it's okay. It's ready? It's okay. It's okay. That's the theme song that we prepared for you. And I was hoping that we can be able to project the lyrics, but it's a special song that is prepared for the African Children's Summit. So at Kala, we work on digitizing the African landscape. We want as many people as possible in Africa, children, grown-ups, parents, teachers, and our leaders to be able to move with the times when it comes to digital matters. So have you heard about AI? Yes. Do you know AI in your language? Is there one person who can stand and tell us their name and tell us AI in their language? Okay.
Hello everybody, my name is AJ Caleb and AI in my language is AI.
Yeah, in your language.
Which community do you come from?
English.
English. He has played safe with English.
So, apparently, this session was really supposed to happen in the breakout, not in the main session.
There's a reason why we started with that song. We need to demo how AI, we've created a theme song.
Can you give
overnight.
your colleague, we go to
Yes.
Catherine kindly?
Yes. 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 So, thank you very much for that. So I want to ask my colleague to just share some more information around AI, and then we'll talk more during the breakout sessions. So over to you, Fred.
Thank you so much, Barbara. So in just 10 minutes, because we know not all of you will be the group discussing AI, so we're just going to make a very short presentation, about 10 minutes, on what's AI. Then I think later in the afternoon we'll have another session to talk about the role of AI in education. So it will be a very short presentation. Barbara?
Okay. I'm told we will project during our breakout session. Oh, yes. During the breakout session. So,
The plan that the kids had made, you do your presentation is during your breakout session. So the rest of the day, the kids can
Okay, so we are told that we have a special group, breakout sessions, and that is what we are going to do, to break into our sessions, and then we'll be able to share more during the breakout session. So I'll request Omar or any of the mentors to just come and lead us in that. Then we can be able to continue with the conversation. Yeah, thank you.
Hi guys, how are you all doing? Right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to follow the same system we did yesterday, but it's going to be a bit different, right? So group 1 will be here, hapa, sawa. In general, this whole room. Group 2 tutapanda huko juu, sawa. Alafu group 3, you'll follow me, tutaenda na mimi, sawa. I'm showing you where your room is. Listen very closely, sawa. Group 1, ino kenya mnaongelelea. Contemplating the role of AI in education, risks and opportunities. I'll get back to that. So, 2, breaking barriers to educational access. I'll get back to that. 3, addressing school violence and its impact on learning. Now, I'm coming back to give you guys the topics again, but for now, group 2, tupande huko juu, group 3, follow me, let's go right now.
So you knew he had done that? How did you know?
It was sent to my email.
You have an email?
Yes.
How old are you?
I have a business email. I have my own email.
You don't say.
Yes. I'm almost starting an organization, so that's why I must put an email. I have a YouTube channel. Like I'm a change maker. I'm part of the top 100 most influential kids in Africa. So I'm pushing for quality education. That's what I'm doing. That's why you're seeing me here, because the theme is education. Yeah. I come from, do you know a place called Ruaraka?
Ruaraka?
Yeah, sub-county, yeah, just here.
I know that.
That's where we stay. Ruaraka, place known Babadogo.
Oh, Babadogo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where we stay. So that's where I want to start my...
That's where the light industries are.
Yeah. We have Chandaria, Kenafri, yeah, there is. So you see, I support.
Well. I mean,
So now,
yeah, just for the group. Wait. How will we present?
in the morning we found them sitting here, but but I think we are going to shift a bit that side so that we can see.
So we present.
The same content we wanted to share with everybody. We are sharing to this group.
So we will not distract the other two groups.
Yeah, it won't be a distraction. Yes, but you won't be using a microphone. That's the only difference.
Okay, all right.
So we present, and then they now moderate the discussion. It's your laptop? It's his laptop. So now we just focus on the group.
education risks and opportunities. So for the guys who are joining us online, you guys are going to be broken into your breakaway rooms, and then we'll be getting your views from online. Yeah.
how they should.
Okay, excuse. Right now, the groups you should start preparing for the presentations. So get your points ready, write them down, so that you can do the presentations. The same two representatives that you had picked in the morning.
Please announce everyone to start coming in the next 1 minute. In the next 1 minute, because we have a panel.
Just call them.
Okay, okay. So the groups to be kindly calm down. You should have finished by now. We're going to start a panel discussion right now. In the next 1 minute, kindly calm down so that you can continue with this discussion.
Okay, I will call them. Okay, so tell the rest to calm down.
Please start coming down upstairs. Please start coming down. Those of you who are here, you can arrange yourself back to your sitting positions as we prepare for the next session. The groups upstairs, please start coming down. For the next session, please start coming down.
When you're doing this, you're moderating this session.
Wow.
Let's do a skit. Introducing basically AI and stuff. How is it happening? I'll be like, that's a tough question, but I'm sure these guys will be able to hop on the stage. Okay, so ask me a question about the role of AI. You know, artificial intelligence has been such a huge thing to us. Senior guys, some might say one of the greatest things to ever be invented by the human mind. What do you think?
Like guys, have you really ever wondered what is the role of AI and what is it really in general?
Most people might probably think that the role of AI is to make work easier and to simplify things. But AI, to be honest, is a tool that anyone and everybody can use. So, no, guys. And to be honest, when you ask me the question, what is the role of AI in education? To me, I feel like that's such a hard question for me to answer. But today, we're going to have people answer those questions right here in front of us. That question might be hard for me to answer, but the guys who are about to pop up on stage, prepare to get your mind blown. As we wait, give them a round of applause as we introduce the moderator for this session, which is the intergenerational panel discussion on the role of artificial intelligence in education. Come on, let's keep the round of applause going.
Okay. So, I shall be calling up my panelists, but I believe they should be the ones to introduce themselves. So, I would like to call upon Vivian, Barak, Felistas, a representative from Kala, a representative from TDH.
They come aboard the stage. Let's give them a round of applause, guys. A round of applause. Let's keep it at a 50, not a 2, a 50. Come on. Until they get up on the stage.
And finally, a representative from Girl Up organization. Give them a clap as they...
Come on, guys, as they come up onto the stage. Give it at a 50, not a 2. Come on, guys, I need it up there. Let me feel that energy.
Okay, we're remaining with the adults. Please come up. Representative from Kala, representative from TDH. Let this be at 100, not 50. I don't want 50, 100. I want to hear you scream. Okay. So, I would like my panelists here to introduce themselves briefly. We are going to be discussing here contemplating the role of AI in education. We have heard what AI is, right? Who can answer? Who can tell me what AI is? it's also artificial intelligence. So, we shall have them introduce themselves as they answer the first question, which is, what in your own words, what do you think AI is in the role of education? We shall go in a line here. So just start, we can start from, let's start from here.
All right, good afternoon. So once again, my name is Fred Mucha. I am from Kala. Yeah. So what is the role of AI in education? So I'll just maybe mention one so that I'll also leave the others to my colleagues. So I'm thinking of one of the problems in education is language barriers. So I'm thinking of how we can use AI so that that child maybe can get to learn something in their local language, right? So say if you come from, I was speaking to a friend of mine from KU. So that concept that you do not understand, how can it be translated to your KU and so on? Thank you so much.
All right, good afternoon, children. All right, nice to be here and nice to see all of you from the different counties. My name is Dennis Ratemo. I work with an organization known as Teredes Homes Netherlands as the program manager for Kenya. So one of the things that I'd want to, based on the question that the moderators asked in terms of the role of AI, so one of the things that I want to mention to you guys is that AI is a good technological tool, both for students and the educators who are your teachers, because it has come in to make learning and teaching a lot more easier. So for me, I would say that the biggest role that AI has played is really to transform learning, to make it more interesting, to make it more exciting, and that it presents opportunities to engage in personalized learning. And we can talk about that as we continue in terms of how we can use AI to personalize learning. But it's a technological tool that is actually transforming how we are learning as children, as students, and how teachers will educate our teachers. So the only thing that needs to be considered there is then, how are we safely using AI to transform our learning? Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. So what I understand from the AI and how it helps us in learning is the way we use it. It can help us to learn a lot of things like coding. We can do some e-learning in it. We can also be given some assignments from it. Only that you should not use AI as an advantage of getting answers in your homework. So what you need to use as AI is for a good impact, and also education is mostly depending on AI for the proceedings. Thank you.
So good afternoon, everybody. My name is Blessed Barak Juma. I'm 13 years old. Moving to the question, what I understand by the name or the word AI. First, we need to know that AI is artificial intelligence. So what I understand by artificial intelligence, simply, with simple words that you can put in our minds, it is just feeding and training computers and gadgets to think like human beings. So what is the role of AI in education? The first role of AI in education, what I really say that AI is important in education, because maybe the teacher is teaching in the classes, it is also giving the teachers some skills to teach. Like a teacher is teaching a concept they don't know a bit, so a teacher can use AI to explain the concept and get more information about that. Like this CBC, competency-based curriculum, the grade 9 teachers are really struggling to understand the concept because they didn't get full training of what the grade 9 entails. So when they use the AI to ask and get more information about the concept, it will be much better and giving the children the great and the full information that they understand. So then number 2, AI, you see, in CBC, mostly CBC, this new curriculum is what is needing. AI is really generating inside this curriculum in Kenya. Because in this curriculum, we have some studies such as computer studies, where you see, when you have the computer studies, you are able to access the AI, you are able to do some other things, yeah, so some visual programming, you're able to do so many things because of use of AI. So when you're sent at home, maybe you're being told to do research about something, so you can also use the AI. If you don't know the concept of anything, you can use the AI to help you in understanding. But also remember that the AI has risks, because everything good must have something, a side effect. So AI also have something, has its risk, and I will answer that if you are asked.
Okay, hello everyone. Hello. Hope you are doing good, eh? Okay, I'm Felicitas Kokimoy. I'm happy to be here. Madam Moderator, you did ask what AI in education means. Okay, from my understanding about what AI in education means, it simply means it's like a super smart robotic machine that has been filled with artificial intelligence that is derived from human beings, and that in education that is used to help maybe kids learn, solve problems, and also ask for advice when it comes to education. So that's my understanding when it comes to maybe what's AI in education. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hear some people speaking in a high-pitched voice. Anyway, the role of AI in education, I would say, is it can be able to increase efficiency. So for the teachers or the instructors who, after handling the lessons, have to organize a lot of records and a lot of data, schemes, the marks, the records, attendance sheet, register. There are now AI tools that are available. There's I think one called convened that is able to quickly organize that information so that this teacher or person working in administration has some time to now be able to provide quality time during the lesson. So that is just an example of where AI presents a role of efficiency. Thank you.
Okay, so I would like to direct this first question to Barack. So for marginalized groups, how do you feel that AI would improve education access?
Thank you very much for the question. So the marginalized groups, how can AI improve their education? I can say the marginalized groups, you say we have some, maybe people come from other different counties, let us say, sorry, but is anyone here from Samburu? there are some counties such as Samburu where they get some bandits attack. So, they're not able to go to school because the teachers ran away because of the bandits attack. The students are not being able to, the parents are afraid. So when they let their children go to school, they might also be attacked by the bandits. So instead, if the government or the NGOs can help this, if they can get the gadgets to be using AI in their education, it will be much better. Because now you can see there are some online educations that can happen that maybe a teacher might even be far away, but you are able to communicate through AI. So you see, they're able to also get some, the children, young children, they need to also get education at their age. So AI can help them, giving them some educational concepts, maybe some songs, the Kiswahili, the Cocomelon songs. So you see, when they're able to access AI, so that is how they can get the knowledge from maybe the Cocomelon, and also at our age or the others, they're able to communicate and learn more through AI. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Barak. I would like to direct this next question to Dennis. How do you feel AI can affect personalized learning?
All right. So of course, from even the term itself, artificial intelligence, is that it has got the ability to analyze the learning levels for different students, and with that can actually personalize your own learning, or your teacher can personalize your own learning. And personalization means that then you are learning content that is content for your level. If you are a 13-year-old in grade 6, then you can actually learn content from AI that is for that particular level in terms of your age, in terms of your grade. The other bit will be in terms of the learning pace, that you can also work with your own learning pace, because we know as children, as students, as pupils, we don't have the same learning pace or understanding pace. So from a personalization point of view, it can actually work with your pace that fits you and that suits you as a person. As opposed to, for instance, you are in a class and Dennis here is the teacher, and I'm teaching you at a pace that is not suitable for everyone. So AI is then able to actually give you that opportunity to learn at your own pace, and then now gives you the opportunity to understand things at your own pace. Something else, Madam Moderator, that I'd wanted to add to what Barak said about AI and in marginalized communities. One of the advantages of AI then, when there is access to those particular technological tools, is that it's an equalizer. Someone in the United States, someone in the UK will use AI to learn a certain concept that someone from Samburu, like Barak said, can also use the same AI to learn a similar concept. So then it equalizes a child who is in Samburu with a child who is living in New York or in London. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. So I would like to move on to Felicitas. As a child, you are currently in school. Now, do you think any issues would arise if AI were to replace teachers in the education system with teaching children?
You mean the issue that would arise if AI could replace the teacher's job?
Yes.
Yeah, personally, I think so, and I know most of us think so, right? When it comes to AI replacing a teacher's job, it will really affect children. For example, the teachers do have their own families, right? Yeah, most teachers have their own families. And now, if this was the source of income to the family, and it's now tampered with, you'll find that the child in that family will not be provided with the basic needs that the child needs. And also, I think there is power that comes with maybe collaboration or something like that, kinda. And also, if there will be that less collaboration with the teachers, maybe you will be working, not human beings, you'll be listening to an AI teaching you, you'll find that you are adapted not to staying to human beings or not to talk to human beings, and it will change like maybe your way of living. For example, the way you are used to asking questions, teachers randomly, it's not the way that you are going to ask an AI. And now it will start influencing you in maybe another way that will temper with the people around you. For example, maybe your parent at home, and also I think less creativity will be also another result that yields from maybe replacement of teachers by AI. I think the children will rely mostly and heavily on AI, and you'll find now the children do not want to think. The learners will not be interested in thinking about maybe this strand, and the way teachers explain, they'll give you a question and leave you and tell you, I will be teaching from this topic to here, and you are the one to first find what this strand talks about, and then we shall continue tomorrow. But as for the AI, it will give you full details, and now you'll find the learners are now relying heavily on it. And also, when it comes to, let's say, tutoring, we are saying now the teachers are replaced. You'll find that AI won't do some things that teachers can do. There are questions that teachers can answer that an AI cannot answer. Who agrees with me? Yeah. So you'll find that the children will get some answers, but not all the questions for the children will be answered. So that's what I think when it comes to AI replacing teachers. On a short note, there will be problem when it comes to communication, and also the children will heavily depend on AI, and maybe the children or the family of the teachers will not receive the basic needs if that was the only source of income to the family. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Felicitas. Okay, I would like to direct this question to our lovely lady at the end there, Barbara. For the future of education, what do you see, how do you see AI will be used in the next 10 to 15 years in the future of education? How will it advance education?
Okay. In our local context, I'm tempted to ask, here in Kenya or here in Africa? Okay. I think... Okay, I still agree with my colleague. It will be an equalizer, and it will help to enhance education, so that I'll just give the example of the way we were able to, my colleague and I, Fred and I, were able to quickly just do a demo of the AI-generated music. So in addition to the notes that maybe somebody would be writing in the exercise book, it is very easy right now to use these different tools to be able to enhance it. What worries me would be that AI would be pegged on infrastructure, and perhaps there'll be, the divide will still be there, because the people who have access to infrastructure that supports AI will be at a different level from their colleagues who do not have access to that infrastructure. And it doesn't mean that these other people maybe are more intelligent or they're smarter. It's now just an issue of the environment in which you find yourself in. So I think that is what comes to mind immediately.
Okay, thank you so much. I would like to direct this question now to Vivian. What challenges have you faced in school and in learning that you think that AI tools can help? Like, what would you want AI tools to do to help dealing in the challenges that you have faced?
And what there are some things that AI can do. Please pardon the question.
Okay, regarding the challenges you have faced in school, what do you think AI can do to help deal with them?
AI can make it very suitable, and there are some things that you can learn in a physical classroom that you can't have, that you can have in AI. AI actually gives AI actually gives like lessons for coding and other stuff. It can actually help you to know things that are not in your curricula, and it can help us to fix the issue of teachers not explaining to you better, and they actually explain to you using AI. So you actually understand it better, and you're given math equation or some questions to go and do them. So in AI, so you can get various things that you can't find in a normal classroom. So yeah, thank you.
Maybe let me add something to what Vivian is saying, because that's very important. Some of the challenges in the education sector that AI can actually help resolve. We know that there are schools that have got so many students in school, but not enough teachers to teach them. So of course, AI will help to complement teaching or learning at that point where teachers are not enough. The other bit is that we have schools where we don't have enough learning materials. I've had situations where there are very few books in school, so then you borrow and then you have to wait for the other fellow student to actually go through that particular book for like a week, and then you borrow it the following week. So then you don't have adequate time or to access the learning materials in school. With AI, then you are able to access content at any given time that you want. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
And also, let me add a little bit. When it comes also to solving those problems, for example, maybe problems related to health, AI reminds children to wash their hands with clean water, drink clean water, maybe wear face masks when they are suffering from maybe cold and flu. Yeah, it can help in education when it comes to the health sector, where children will now learn how to clean their hands, and it will help minimize maybe sicknesses, and now children will be able to attend schools, and productivity in education will definitely be high.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, last but never least, it is Fred. I would like to ask you, what do you think about the development of education-specific AI?
Come again?
Like in the development, is Kala working on something that is education-specific using AI, or do you think that there can be a development of education-specific AI, such as AI-generated material that specifically deals in education for children and above courses?
Yes, thank you so much. So yes, there are use cases in education. I was just discussing with someone before this panel. There are platforms that are AI infused that you can go there. I think one of them is M-Shule, there is I think M-Kitabu. There are platforms like my colleague here mentioned that enable you to learn at your own pace with your own capabilities. So with the time, it will get to learn your capabilities and your own level, and it will personalize that those materials to you. But what I want to say is, much as we are thinking about that, the AI strategy for Kenya has identified several use cases. So as AI is coming up, each country is trying to come up with their strategies or governance, even though some people are arguing that, is there supposed to be governance of AI for Africa since it's still in its young stages? But yes, most African countries are now coming up with what we are calling AI strategies. So we are trying to see as a country, what is our priority when it comes to AI? Is it health? Is it education? Is it climate change? All those things. So countries are doing their own research and coming up with strategies on what to prioritize as a country. But even as we prioritize that, we are being cognizant of the fact that for AI to be successful for everyone, there is basic infrastructure that we need for equitable access to that technology. For instance, at the basic level, we are talking about AI maybe through a smartphone. But then what do statistics say? How many people do have smartphones in Kenya? About less than 40% now. And that excludes you children. So that's for adults who have smartphones. Also, most AI, the basic AIs use internet. How many places have access to legacy technologies like 3G, even 3G or 4G? Very few places that are accessing such technologies. We also need electricity. So much as you've gotten access to a smartphone or a 3G, is there electricity to sustain that? So those are some of the things that are being covered in those AI strategies for our national level. So for instance, I know for Kenya, we're giving priority to health, because there are so many use cases that have already been developed. I know there's an AI tool by Kala called Atunzi. So it enables physicians, that's doctors, to communicate in, it can be able to capture even our local languages when you talk, all right? Yeah, and there's so many things that are coming up. So what we need to ask ourselves is, what is the priority as a country, all right? Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Now, let's give him a round of applause. Okay, so now due to the interest of time, we shall be ending our session here. I would like each panel member to say one short sentence on their expectation for the education of children with AI. So let us start from that end now.
Okay. My one short sentence is, let us democratize AI knowledge and try to, AI is not for techies, it is for everyone.
Okay, you meant what we are expecting for AI to do on behalf of education?
Just your own expectations or encouragement, just one short, in just one short sentence.
Okay, my expectations are for AI to equalize or maybe give access, full access to children, full access of education to children, not only in maybe areas where they can access devices, but also in marginalized areas. So that serves as my expectation.
What I expect, AI, first of all, I want to give you a word of encouragement. Remember, AI works as a human being. So even if it gives you answers, remember, don't depend too much on AI. It is also risky. Yeah.
AI is a very important tool and it can be used for learning, but there is also a bad side of it which leads to addiction and other problems. So be watch out for all those problems and focus on the main thing of AI, education and understanding.
Actually, I'd want to also emphasize exactly what Vivian has said, that AI is two-sided. It has got advantages, it has disadvantages. So get to understand the safe use of AI for your own good. People here have talked about efficiency and productivity, but then we have to work on the safe use of AI. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So what I would say is that let's not tame AI. Let's advocate for responsible use of AI, because at the end of the day, AI is here to stay, and if we tame it, other people will be using it for their own advantage. So at the end of the day, let's just advocate for responsible use of AI. Thank you so much.
Okay, let's give them a round of applause, a round of applause. So that is our wonderful intergenerational panel. As you can see, there are children, there are adults, and it is gender equal. So let us give another round of applause, another round of applause. Okay, so we have finished on this session, and now we shall be breaking for lunch. So I would like someone to volunteer to pray.
Okay, let's pray. I'm sorry. Let's pray. Okay, Papa Jesus, we bless you, we honor you, we come before your holy presence, thanking you for the gift of life, the gift of one another, the gift that we are here, Jesus. I pray as you are now going to break for lunch, I pray that it may be of help to our bodies. Let it be of nourishment, Jesus. I also pray for the children who are not blessed with it, Jesus. I pray that your blessings may shine on them and the children out there suffering. I pray, Jesus, that you may be their source of hope, and Jesus, that you may keep them going. All you have prayed, all you have in Jesus, let it be done according to your will on its post. In Jesus' name we do pray, trust, and believe. Amen.
Okay, so the following children, you shall see at Tulo before lunch at the reception. Vivian Achayo, Stacy Njoki, Jaden Louise Trimba. Please see at Tulo at the reception before we go for lunch. Yeah. Okay, excuse us. You are going to be given meal cards according to your organization, so look for your patrons.
Everyone will be back at the session at 2 p.m.
Jerusalem, ikayalami.